Hello there, and welcome to Pony Platform Project 3.5 Fresh Minty Adventure. Let's see how this game goes and, well, who we get to play as. And I was right, it is Fresh Minty Adventure, and we're actually playing as Minty. Let's do new game. Now, Minty can do a few things here. Her primary attack is throwing candy at folks. But that candy can befriend people, as we'll soon see. Of course, after we finish with this. Now, X unfortunately doesn't let us escape here as I'd like to think. So I think we have to do like a few button clicks or somewhere else. There we go. Alright. So this game is part of the Pony Platform Project, which consists of about 4 games I guess so far. There's the first one with Applejack. Another one with Colgate, which is actually the first MLP fan game I actually run into, and that actually got me into looking into other fan games of its type. I thought this was an updated version of that game when I loaded this in, but it's not. It's actually something completely different. Oh, by the way, those guys are owlbears. You can hurt them like that, or, as you saw with the first guy, we can toss candy at them, and they'll talk to us. It's a Timberwolf. Now, you really can't interact with them until they have hearts come out of them, but it's a mount. We get a few of them. This one is not the coolest yet, but it's pretty basic. Oh, and it's these guys. These royal guards always seem to be dicks no matter what game I find them in. By the way, that blimp is from this game's prequel, which is, what was it? The Minty Fresh Adventure, which starred Colgate. We'll be looking into that game another time. Minty really loves her socks. Ow! Got these spiders. Alright, so we can't really befriend them, but we can kill them with candy. I think another owlbear is actually going to explain why. I think it's this one. Now, unfortunately, I kind of forgot what the heck Poison Joke even does. Zakora is actually one of the few ponies who are immune to its effects and actually can create herbs from it. But it's one of the many dangerous plants that live in Everfree Forest. Now, there's no reason to come up on that upper platform. I just wanted to see what was up there. But here's where we're gonna see the brunt of the game. The Cave of Wisdom. Now, these cockatrias is pretty cool. They have two effects to them. One, they can give us a double jump, which is nice. It extends our height and allows us to glide. And two, they turn things to stone in a hit. It's awesome. Just check it out, we're gonna do it in this guy. Now, they only do it on the outgoing, not when they're coming back. Right there. That's one of the things I like about this game is that, a lot of the enemies have different death animations to them. It's pretty cool. And yes, we can petrify everything in the game outside of bosses. Oh man. I don't know if we'll really need any tips from her.
Yay!
Now that's one of the few enemies you can actually step on when they're petrified. Unfortunately, I don't think many of the enemies are like that. Still, I love this cockatrice though, it's freaking awesome. Bam. Now, we can't befriend spiders, nor can we befriend, the skeletons, but that guy, oh man, we can befriend him. So let's see, just toss some candy, there we go. Now, any amount takes about a few pieces of candy to make our friend. Then we can mount them. If you do it before there have hearts coming out of them, they're gonna hurt you. By the way, those skeletons are like dry bones, and unless you use projectiles on them, they will come back. But that's what makes this mount so great. This little kid, was it mini dragon, I guess? Or a youngling dragon? He shoots projectiles. And he actually extends our health bar. Actually, most mounts extend our health bar a bit, or have their own separate health bars. So, if we take damage while we're on the mount, and then we leave the mount, we go back to our own health bar. Now we got the older dragon. Or lizard man, I don't know. The only thing with him, though, is he's purely melee. Still looks cool, has a slightly lower jump than everybody else, and does not give us the super jump ability.
Ow!
Again, as you saw there, is a prime example of how they deal with those skeletons. You saw that bopping them on their head only knocked them out for a couple seconds, then they came back. And that's the other animation for most enemies, is the standard melee kill. I guess they don't have a burn animation, so they really only have 2 types of death animations to them. Which is alright. So, as stated, this is the 3rd game in this series of Pony platforming projects. There actually is another after this, which is still in demo, which was, what's it called? Alright. Always a Bridesmaid. That's another one we'll be looking at, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to play this game. Because I wanted to see what became before it. Now, officially, I think there's maybe one more completed game after this falls into the project, and that would have been was it Minuet versus Tardiness? But that's for another time too. Yeah, we really can't kill these guys if I bump them on their head. And I've never really figured out what these teeth here are for. They look like they should do something, but they never do.
P3 was underrated!
Ow. Alright. So, that was just to show what a death looked like. Now, thankfully, the game saves how many socks we've collected at that time. And so we don't have to go back and collect socks. Plus, we get the amount we saved when we hit the save point. Now, I don't really like to use those big guys because they really don't do much. In fact, the younger version of them is a lot more useful. Sure, it's not as cool looking to ride, but we get projectiles. Oh, who is this? Ooh, socks. Yes, let's do it then. Ooh, 3. Even more incentive. Alright, so my first run-in with Trixie was actually in this game's prequel. I didn't know she was a villain pony at the time. I just found her kind of curious, because it looked more like comedic relief in a sense, with the disguise she used. And she actually did use her blimp, which in this game has been captured by the Royal Guard. He should be somewhere around here, though. We've run into him before. Oh man, yes. And right there's a prime example of the cockatrice not doing its job properly. And no, we can't actually jump on top of a spider. It's time to get some sweet, sweet payback. We did. We did. Shoot. Nah, I wouldn't bother. I don't like those guys. I'm guessing she's gonna forget later on, though. I wonder why that blimp was captured. Yeah, well, let's talk to Trixie and get her later and get some socks. No, I don't think she was actually an evil pony. She's more or less overconfident in her abilities. And she can't stand that Twilight outshone her. That's really it, but oh well. Still, I think that Cockatrice is probably the only mount we have that actually uses us as a mount instead. Huh. Ooh. But thankfully, with the power of double jump, we can skip that guy, but I still Ah. Alright, we're gonna get revenge on that guy if I find him again. Ooh. Now, I did die because I lost all health while I still had the mount. Had I actually gotten off the mount, I would have got my 3 health back. Because it's like a shield. Oh well. Hey, it's the boss. I wonder what's down here. Ooh, something moved. Right, welcome to one of this game's bosses, the Spider Princess Arachne. Now, we can petrify her, but it doesn't do any damage to her, which means the Cockatrice is kinda useless in this fight. So we have to use our own candy now. Now, Arachne has a few moves to her. She's got that slash, which we can avoid pretty easily, the jump, and then the rush attack, where she gets down below and rushes the ground. Now, when she's on the ground, we can actually, stop her rush attack by jumping on her head. Let's see if we can do that here soon. Oop. Not there. Got 1 heart, come on. There we go. Yeah! And down goes the Spider Princess. Lakers of Vengeance, the Queen Spider. Welcome to the final boss fight, folks. This is it. Ah! This spider has a few moves to her. She'll run around the screen for a little while, and then she'll come down the center of the screen at various heights, and it's those heights you have to be able to hit her from and knock her down and do double damage. Like right there. Ooh. There we are, super close. So as long as we hit around the center of the head where the hitbox seems to be, we can do... well, we can damage her. If we fall down and hit any part of the body or legs below the head, you're going to take damage. Thankfully, I seem to got lucky here. From what it looks like, the best way to handle this fight is to get to the top and wait. Except for right there, that was a bad idea. Oh, yes! Alright. We can do this, we got one heart left, come on. Yeah? This music's pretty cool. I know it's not original to the game, that's fine, it matches pretty well. It gives a proper feel to this thing. Yeah! I think you love your socks a little too much. Really? This music? What's that? Oh, it's friends. Hey, it's Applejack and Rarity. Yeah, sorry about that skip right there. Apparently, if you press down and hold the button, it actually skips a lot of dialogue. Oh well. You get the idea what's going on here. Rarity here sees the curtains. She knows kind of silk there, which is pretty odd, but these spiders just happen to be the ones that make that kind of silk. kind of odd here. Every other pony is wearing socks, with the exception of Minty, who is the one that has a professed love for these things. Well, that was Fresh Minty Adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I sure as hell did. I still don't understand what the heck G4 stands for, or what the hell G3 even means, since the great and powerful Trixie referred to us as the inferior G3 pony. Now, we're not going to be looking in the other endings. I'm going to let you guys find those if you want to play the game. But what we'll look at is the cutie marks we've acquired this round, which is really only 2. We got this one. We've rented every type of animal in the game, which is all the mounts, and we've petrified every animal we could, which is everyone. I still don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. Maybe we're supposed to get more odd socks to get some of these. I think one of them was like a speed run one. That's not happening. This is one. Oh, that's the one for getting all of them. Right? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll catch you next game.